Hey, what's up, vinyl community? It's Nick Rudo here, back with another video. Been a little bit since I made a video. Been traveling a bit, saw Billie Eilish in concert. It was amazing, but I'm back to talk about some new records that I've been getting in lately. Wanted to go through them, talk about them a little bit. So, wanted to start off with, I think, probably the best vinyl reissue out this year, and that would be the new reissue of Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. One of the greatest R&B soul records ever made, maybe just one of the best records ever made, period. But, you know, made for Motown. Berry Gordy of Motown really took a chance on this record, and this is a very soulful, impactful record. It's not, not a light listen. I think, it's dealing with some very heavy material that's still relevant today, and Marvin Gaye made a masterpiece. This is a record that, has been on vinyl originally, but reissues of this record have just sounded really poor, often digital. So this is the first reissue done by Kevin Gray, done really, really well. Done at Coherent Audio with a nice heavy tip-on jacket. I mean, this is such a presentation, really giving this magnificent record the tribute that it deserves. So taking a look here at the gatefold, really nice tip-on jacket, heavy cardboard. I mean, this is how you do vinyl. This is just the way to do it. So you have the original record on the first album. You get a whole double or a whole extra LP of just all kinds of B-sides and demos, and you get the original mono singles of classics like What's Going On, Mercy Mercy Me, and Inner City Blues, and then you get some demo versions on here, a version of What's Going On with no strings or horns. So a really just cool way to hear these songs in a different way. This is their first time on vinyl. I think they had previously come out on CD, but just really excited about this release. Just really great presentation on this. I love these inner sleeves as well. Just absolutely gorgeous. Really nice photography there. So just super excited about this release. Can't wait to spin it again. Spun it this morning, and it just sounds phenomenal. So that is one of the best releases of the year. Highly recommend it. Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. Moving on to a new Tone Poet. We got a new Tone Poet this week by Sonny Red. This is Out of the Blue. You get some really incredible musicians on this. You get Wynton Kelly on piano, Paul Chambers on bass, who else? Jimmy Cobb on drums. I mean, what an incredible lineup. I'm a huge fan of these Tone Poet releases. I kind of stopped buying Tone Poets after a while because of the price, but decided to jump on this one because of some of the players on this record, and just been looking to get some more jazz in the collection, and these are always worth it. And you get these beautiful gatefolds. I love that crack that you get from like a new Tone Poet. That crack sound is just so beautiful. But, wonderful photography done by Francis Wolff. Tone Poets, I think, are some of the best reissues out right now. They're just killing it, doing it every month, at least a couple every month. They're always so worth it. They always sound really great. It's always fun to find an original just for a collector's purpose. But I think, these Tone Poets are much more affordable than an original, of course, and you're getting, I think, arguably better sound quality with these. But you gotta love that photography, and also, that Reed Miles cover art there. Just absolutely fabulous. So, brand new Tone Poet. Haven't spun it yet, but really looking forward to later today. That is really exciting. New Tone Poet. A new release that came out about a week and a half ago is the new Albus Harding record. This is called Warm Chris. Albus Harding is an indie folk musician doing music similar to Joni Mitchell or Karen Dalton. Very stripped down, laid back, indie acoustic music that's very soothing. Reminds me a bit of another indie band right now called Big Thief, who are also great. They also put out a great record this year. But this is, I think, one of the best albums of the year so far. Just an absolutely gorgeous listen from start to finish. The album is called Warm Chris, and definitely worth your time. Albus Harding records, for some reason, are getting harder and harder to find, especially out in the wild in record stores. So definitely recommend getting this while you can. They're on 4AD Records, and I really want to see them live someday. I hope they come to Texas. I think they are playing in Austin, but I don't think I could make the drive. But would love to see them someday. I think Albus Harding, one of the most interesting bands out there today. So highly recommend them, especially if you enjoy, things like Vashti Bunyan or Karen Dalton, as I mentioned. I think has definitely some similarities to that. So highly recommend this. Albus Harding, one of my favorite bands, put out a new record today. That is Pup. They are a pop punk band out of Canada, and they've just absolutely been killing it over the past few years. Very prolific band. I think they've been doing a release pretty much every year since about 2017, but they are just one of the greatest bands ever, in my opinion. I love their albums, especially The Dream Is Over. I think that album, their second album, is their best and one of the greatest albums ever, in my opinion. But Pup, I have read early reviews of this record that it's more chill, it's more poppy than their previous records. It's not as heavy. I do prefer their more heavy material, but I'm excited that they're doing something new. They're trying to go in a different direction musically, so I'm really excited to hear this album from Pup. This is the unraveling of Pup the band. Nice gatefold on this as well, as you can see there. So really excited to hear this. I haven't listened yet, just got this today, but I am stoked about this. High energy punk rock by Pup. That is a bit of a tongue twister there, but just a fantastic band. I think they're just one of the greatest of all time. So super excited to hear that. We got a new release recently from Coal Mine Records. I pretty much like to buy everything Coal Mine Records. The Surefire Soul Ensemble, a record called, this is Step Down. I have a couple albums from this group. Really funky, really fun, heavy on brass. They're all instrumental, there's no vocals, but just a lot of fun. They're jazzy, they're funky. It's a great party record. I'd say if you're into bands like the Delvon Lamar Organ Trio, a lot of, the Daptone record stuff I think is similar to this, so highly recommend it. If you like the Budos Band or like Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings, it's got that like really good brass playing. The Menahan Street Band are similar, so highly recommended. The Surefire Soul Ensemble, brand new release from Coal Mine. Been really digging this lately, so pretty much everything Coal Mine puts out I love, and so excited to spin that more. The White Stripes have been doing an incredible job reissuing their album catalog, and this is a brand new reissue of Get Behind Me, Satan. This is their second to last record. I have every single White Stripes record. You can't really see it behind me, but I have White Stripes on display on my record displays right now. But they're a band that I've been getting more into in the past year. These new reissues have come in handy as I dig into their catalog more, and I just love these heavy tip-on jacket, really nice covers, great new reissues on vinyl from the White Stripes, and My Doorbell is probably the biggest song off this record. Doesn't have as many hits as, say, Elephant or Distill or White Blood Cells, but it's a really fantastic record. I love this album. I'm only missing Icky Thump from their discography, so hoping to find that someday. Weirdly, that album has eluded me, but I know they're continuing to do more reissues, so I think Icky Thump is in the pipeline to be reissued soon. But let's check out the gatefold here. Really nice job on these, and this is like a heavy record, double LP album from the White Stripes. You know, Jack and Meg, I think, absolutely kill it. These sound great, so I'm a huge fan of this band, and it's been nice to get their albums in the collection recently, especially with this new reissue campaign coming out. So fantastic stuff. And then finally, a new release by an indie band called Beiru, or Beirut. I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce it, but this is an album called Artifacts. Includes B-sides and rarities and early works. Really nice collection here. A lot of brass on this album. Some kind of old school jazz influence. Almost reminds me of like music from a carnival or like from a circus. It's got that kind of vibe, but in a really enthralling way. And I love the vocals on these records. Beiru, I think, are just one of the most interesting bands out there. And this is a brand new release. They haven't done a lot of new material lately. I do think they released a new album 2 or 3 years ago, I think, but this is a brand new, kind of archival release of B-sides, rarities from their past, and super excited to have this on vinyl. So it's been an exciting couple of weeks getting some new releases into the collection. I know their record store day is coming up. I might be doing that. Kind of depends on my budget, but really the only thing I want for record store day this year is the Surfboard release, which is limited to 1,000 copies. So hoping I can possibly get that, but we'll see. Gonna see how this month goes financially, but thanks so much for watching, everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video. I know it's been a while. I'm always busy with work and with just life in general. It's just always busy. So thanks for bearing with me, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for watching. Have a great weekend, vinyl community. I'll talk to you later.